Hey, chat. Happy Monday. Hit the wrong button. Might hit this button. What? Oh, not that button. That button. I meant to hit that button, which is why you saw me looking at the screen like this. Because I was preparing to hit the next button. And then I realized I had already hit that button. And so you were seeing me and not the title screen. It's all right. I was actually really more confused as to why I wasn't hearing that little glitch static effect. At least I know the video's not broken. Nova, welcome. How are you doing today? Well, I hope. Glad to have you. Finally able to catch a live stream from the YouTube shorts. Excellent, excellent. This is the goal. Or at least that was originally the goal. The goal of the YouTube shorts was to let people know that I was here. But they've actually become their own kind of thing, and they're fun. I have a lot of fun with them, so I don't see myself stopping them anytime soon. We have Sophia joining us already this morning. I'm not currently in frame. Let's fix that. For a moment at least. Oh. Say hello. Say hi, stream. Hi, stream. I don't actually, to be fair, I never knew what her actual breed is because she was adopted from, the Humane Society Rescue. But she is a very old, me 18-year-old now, cat. Yes, kitty cat. Long hair, very fluffy, and likes to leave said fur everywhere she can. Sophia, yeah. Her name is Sophia. We'll see how long. We're okay right now. It's a warm day, but it's not hot yet in the office, so she's fine for now, but I might have to evacuate her later if she does. Unfortunately, kitties do act like little lap warmers, which is good half the year. And well, okay, it's like good for like a quarter of the year here, but and then it is a bit of a drawback, isn't it? Yeah, when it's summertime. Anyways, all right, let's get back to our normal. We were, 145, I think is what I had settled on for right now. That's close enough. Yeah, we can change that later. All right. Well, let's get into the gaming, right? It's Monday. We're here for some gaming. And today, to the excitement, surely of Nova, it would seem, and hopefully everyone else, it is a Hollow Knight day. That's the one. Drop that maybe a touch. I was playing Cyberpunk yesterday, so it's out of balance. You know, with the new... I'm having a thought right now. With the new Wavelink interface, it's easy enough to shift applications between. I could maybe even just like make my own personal channel for when I'm screwing around, and so I can leave this audio channel settings perfectly stationary. I'm gonna think about that. Always thinking of trying to find ways to improve things, and there's a lot of things. Actually, I've been slacking on that recently, to be honest. So time to get back to it. All right, Hollow Knight. Where we left off in Hollow Knight. Oh, are we going? Stops getting attention, and off she goes. She's a dumb one. She'll be back later. She might be back in like 5 minutes when she's old. And I think she's starting to get a little bit on the senile side, so I think she like forgets she just left sometimes. Most frequently, of course, it manifests in the appearance that she has forgotten she was just at prior given treats, right? Give her some cat treats. Turn around, leave the room, come back in, complaining like she hasn't gotten anything. And I mean, sometimes it's a scam, but when it's a scam, she tries to switch between the parents. She is smart enough for that, right? She goes and she tries to con mom after I give treats. No, it's now more and more. She just like, what? I've been waiting here for days. Why are you not? But yeah, she's healthy. She's happy. She actually had a vet visit fairly recently and got a clean bill of health for a kitty of her age. She's got some beginning of kidney. Her kidneys are starting to go, but they're degrading incredibly slowly, it seems. So she'll hopefully be around for a little while longer. Anyways, I never finished my statement. Last time on Hollow Knight chat, we defeated Did you hear that? Like rattle sound? Was that in the game? It didn't sound like it was in the game. Maybe no. Okay. All right. Hopefully, honestly, it sounded like not like it kind of reminded me of like an old IRC notification, like alert, kind of like a little trill, but very, very brief. It might have actually been in an audio source that only I can hear, which would be good. It's like system notifications are supposed to be prevented from you guys hearing and whatnot. I guess I should figure out what he does now that he's got all his wings and stuff. Anyways, we just defeated the Nightmare King. End of stream. It was like the last thing we did. It was actually really good timing because I was starting to get a little tired, and it saved us from having to move it to a second stream. So the Nightmare King has been felled. Percent. That's a good question. What is our completion percentage now? Wrong button, always. Which one was that there? Oh, okay. That was the last. I actually didn't know what contributed to each percentiles. It's been a pretty blind playthrough. So it looks like we're all of it, right? 112. That's. I'm pretty sure that's the end. We just completed the Ancient Mask on last stream too. You haven't seen that yet, Nova, if you've only been watching the shorts, because they're like they kind of roam between 5 and 10 days behind the live content ish. Like I try to keep it pretty tight, but also like editing takes time and whatnot. So, there probably is a checkbox for that. But anyways, we did it. What charms do I want to use immediately? I don't know what you do now that you've been upgraded again. I wasn't a huge fan before, though. This is obviously the kit we used to defeat the Nightmare King in combat the first time, and I must say, Strip Master kind of did work. Yeah, I'm so looking forward to that. I mean, and what's best about like brand new content like that is like everyone's blind, right? The entire world more or less gets to be blind for the first couple weeks at least. Shrimp Master did work, actually. More than I was thinking it was. It definitely, for a one notch, it did more than I kind of was expecting it to. Specifically, I think it kind of really helped me. It helped compensate for some like lag that I was having when I was learning the fight and invading the spikes mostly. Sometimes the flame columns, just like that extra little bit of speed, let you have a later start. This is our traditional kit. This is the kit we beat Pantheon 4 with. That was before we had the Grubberfly Elegy. I wasn't thinking about it, chat. I like the Grubberfly Elegy. I like the concept of it. I think it's a lot of fun. I don't think it's going to be useful in the Pantheons, though. I don't know that you can reliably count on having full health enough in a Pantheon type context, right? You're gonna have some damage on you a lot of the time. And this is just dead, right? I don't read anything else about it. This is just 3 missing slots if you're not at full health, and this is always on, you know? So, yeah, we do need to, at some point, actually need to go down the term. What I actually need to do, at some point is just like actually take a day maybe and just try them all in combat. Just like rotate through them all and really give them a good assessment to myself of what I think. Do I not have my Dreamgate set? It should be visible here, right? Why do I have it not? Womp womp. Okay. Well, what we're doing right now is I actually want to return to Godhome. Because for the start of stream today, I want to, there's a whole slew of gods. In fact, all of them. What is the fastest stag station? Is it just this one? And this one's pretty close too. Ascended, Hall of Gods. Warming up. Is a thing that I wanted to do anyways, to obviously to run through the entire I was gonna go through the entire row Ascended probably no matter what. I'm pretty sure there actually might be something that's rewarded for us at the end of it. Right. Sorry. It's been a bit. Oh, you suck. It's been a very long bit. I don't remember where all these stupid spikes are. I didn't finish that thought still. Senate Hall Gods. Want to go through them. Want to check them all off. Think maybe that's the condition that opens up that gate at the end of the hall. I mean, I would make sense that it would. It probably does something. There's like there's 2 things left unlocked here for me that I need to I know of. One of them, my wings. That gravity gets me so often. Momentum, rather. There's like a door just to the left of the entry to the Hall of Gods that I've yet to open that has like a bunch of symbols over it. I'm thinking maybe that gets filled by, like, maybe you start ticking off boxes when you start doing ascended things in that hall. There's also that kind of gate. There's light pouring through the gate at the back. Those are the 2 things I know that I have to figure out how to access probably. I don't know it. The only synergies that I do know for the charms is that a chatter helpfully told me that my Sharp Shadow is a little bit stronger because I'm using Dash Master. Is there any place in the game where you can actually, like, figure that out easily for yourself? Or is this just like, how do people figure that out? Like, I don't see how it would be obvious that I'm doing more damage. I guess if you're truly intuitively familiar with the trying to remember where that entry was. Always used it outwards, not inwards. Missed him. Like, where do you learn that your sharp shadow is stronger because you slow swing? Have Dash Master equipped. At this point, Oh, Salabura might give us a hint. That's a good... I found it. Let's go. Hadn't thought to start dream nailing her. I think I dream nailed her the once. After she kissed me, she just said something about me being very pretty. But still down more, right? Left. Hey, look at me. I'm learning. Slowly, we're learning the map. Should be down. Aha. Hallow Nest. This kingdom is blessed with true gods. True. All around the corpses of pretender gods, but not in Hallow Nest. Okay. Not detailed info about the effects. The overcharm thing is from dream nailing her. Sadly, most combos aren't explicitly said in the game. That's unfortunate. I mean, this is the type of game that really likes its secrets. Like it likes. I mean, I'm impressed with whoever first found the Eternal Ordeal. Like who? Sure, I guess it was probably day one type of thing, given how many people were playing. But like, who the hell goes all the way up there to the corner and just starts poking at the roof? And not only does it once, they have to do 3 times to get the right alcove. Why am I not C-dashing? I always think it's shorter. Like, you have to get... That one wouldn't have worked. That one, you have to get to that one? Are you kidding me? Like, who's just sitting here... Like, there's so many places in this game to check. I have very much enjoyed a little Eternal Ordeal warm-up. We haven't gotten to like a place that I'm satisfied with yet in the total kill count, because we haven't actually put enough time into it, but really, this is why we warm up. The fluidity of this fight engages my brain in a way that like just your standard, you know, boss fight wouldn't. Like, I'm always engaged in every moment of it. There's no routine to be really found, right? And that's what's so great about it. Makes it for a hell of a lot of fun. Dang it, I thought I could have. Actually, I was hoping I would be able to time, or the cyclone would last long enough that I could get another bounce in. Because I didn't think they were going to die from just the 2. Damn. Yeah, I was kind of hoping I could get past him, but like that wasn't reasonable. Let's top up. We have a second here. Bop, up, bop. Asshole. Double asshole. Sharp Shadow just came up, by the way. Like, just came up. I'm not even sure that the animation probably had finished, given how fast I shot that off. Maybe I'm wrong. Hope not. I'm gonna look at that footage. Damn. was hoping. I gambled and I won. Let's go, chat. Oh, you ruined it. Likewise. No. That could get in. Now I'm getting sloppy. Will you die, please? Is that a new one? Is that why he had so much health? Fuck. Brrr. Scotty, it's cool if you, at this point, let's open up like anything in the secret realm, kind of like stuff I'm not going to find out about the game. Charm combos is a perfect example. Feel free to point those out. Ideally when it's like relevant, you know, like when we're looking at our charms or between fights, because I'm sure there's like a lot of secrets in this game that we can, shit. Hold on. I could pause the game. Stupid. Sorry, I just noticed the bot. I don't. Stupid freaking bots. Bye, bot. You know, I don't know why, but it feels like we get a lot less of them recently. Maybe I must have changed the setting at some point that helped. You know what? I think I have an idea what setting it might have been. There is a setting that I had concerns about. Like you have to have, there's some kind of authentication requirement for brand new Twitch accounts, like less than 3 months old. Like you have to use a phone. You have to have a phone associated with an account or something if you want to be a chatter that's not a follower. It seemed like a pretty narrow compromise. So, all right, let's get back to it. It's holding up though. That's nice. Let's just like one more of these or something like that. I'm not. I had immediately rejoined because I was frustrated with the last death and I wanted to get vengeance. Now I'm realizing I probably shouldn't spend all day on this. There's plenty of bosses to be fought, but I do want to have a little bit of fun still. Damn, I keep wanting to, and I think I can. I almost had it there. I want to poke him in his fat ass while he's falling. But you have to get him at the right time of his arc, right? Dang it. You're an asshole. Oh, yeah, that's great. The fight is so great. Oh, I thought that was a dead one for some reason. Why did I think that? There's no way it was going to be a dead one. I hadn't shot anybody over there. Oh, that feels bad. That was pretty big. Oh, dashed the wrong way. Hell yeah. I love the little touch that the music is. Oh, I didn't see Big One fell. The music's just zotes. You know? Why am I? I would have been fine. No, it's a big one again. Shit. Because I didn't do anything about him last time. Alright, he's gonna fall again then. No. Chaos! What you gotta be spawning there for? Blarg. Clap Cheeks, that one I knew was a bot because it's an identical message essentially to at least a dozen other ones. It has a specific formatting about it. Its intent was to try to get me. It's actually it was an advertisement for me to basically go buy viewers or to or pad my numbers. I guess I haven't looked into it because even if it was it's definitely not legitimate. Even if it was could function as it claims to, which I have serious doubts about, I wouldn't. I don't. There's no fun winning that way, right? So let's do one more. But yeah, that one, that's like an identical formula to something that the Twitch streamer gets repeatedly subjected to, unfortunately. There's two big ones. One's like, hey, Twitch streamer, go to this site to buy viewers. That's the biggest one. The other, what was the other one? I guess the other one is, I think, a more complex scam. It may or may not actually involve bots or scripting. I'm not sure which one it is, but it's basically trying to get my Discord information. It doesn't seem to care how or why. It just wants Discord information, really. And I think the whole point is to long-term convert it into some other use. Haven't had those in a while, though. They were a lot more frequent when we first started out the stream. It's actually... Fuck. Sorry, hold on. It's all tilting because at the time, it's an empty chat room mostly, and you get somebody who looks like they're interested in what's going on, but actually isn't responding to anything you're saying. They're just asking more questions. It's the appearance of engagement, but there's actually no recognition to any response you give them. And then it eventually just devolves into the, well, why don't you send me a DM on Discord? Eventually you realize that there's no person on the other end of that conversation, but it takes a bit. Never figured out what they were trying for, though. Oh, no. I was going to pop some nice shades while there was out. Ah, if I could get him. Missed that one. Still in this? Never mind. There's a touch late on my release. Okay, Jesus Christ. We need one more warm-up, just because this is not warming up. Why did I jump there? I jumped and swung, to be clear. I didn't just jump into him. I tried to jump and knock him away, but there was no value in the jump. What was I doing? What was I doing? Warming up. That's why I gotta do another one. Yeah, no, but the ones that I found were typically marketed as artists, to be fair. Up. There we go. They wanted to do my panels for me frequently. So there had to be some kind of targeting criteria in there, and maybe I've exceeded it now, and that's why I get fewer of them because they never actually. I don't think there were many that offered for the emotes, which would make sense because I wouldn't have been. Wasn't affiliate qualified then, or it couldn't have been. Like, I'm not an affiliate, but that's by choice right now, right? Like, I could be as soon as I want to, basically. Take that mask while you can. We should always stay on our masks. That was just... What happened there was I tried to hit them up, like that. But that naturally has a little bit of a lower horizontal. And so I missed the further one, and he walked into me. Showboating. Although there is some strategic value to hitting them up sometimes. It does seem to stagger them for a longer period of time, so I'm not... Really? Really? Okay, that was too soon. He's immortal. Okay, I hit with a lot of soul, I felt. Didn't see that one, actually. Can I get out alive? Oh my god, he can! Let's go! Bop. 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 Oh. Probably could have finished that, huh? You guys leave me alone, you're bullies. That felt bad. Well, I did most of what I needed. Oh, okay, so I was going to take that spot after Fatty landed. Before anybody else could come over to grab one mask, and that guy, well, maybe it was the other one, showed up and ruined everything. God damn it. Yeah, I committed for the exchange. I think I would have died there if I didn't. Nope. Just need a minute, guys. Shouldn't have gone for the second. I'm not used to the big shockwave. We haven't seen him that many times, so... Darn! Still just 30. Sadness. I think my highest, might have been 40. My highest count. Maybe it was 38. Somewhere in that range. And we haven't hit the special number. Which was that 57? Whatever number, precepts of Zote. I think that was the little nod for that. Either way, I love that fight so much. It's so much fun. You haven't passed 50? Someday, I'm definitely going to figure out whatever the magic number is, and I'm going to hit it. I think maybe someday we take a stream and just see like how high we can make that number. But that wasn't the intent for this stream. That was just for warming us up. So, oh god, this fight's so boring. Fine. Let's see if we... Well, I don't even remember it. Let's just do a tuned first. Definitely 69. I don't remember this fight. How... It's so slow. It stops, doesn't it? Fine. Oh, now you stop. I want it to stop in the air so I could shriek it. I mean, it's just boring, right? But we're doing them all. Might as well start at the bottom, first slot. What we're doing, at least for the first part of the stream, chat. I have not yet completed any of these bosses ascended. And I think I'm going to start checking that list off. Maybe it's the rest of the stream thing. Maybe we do it for a little while and then jump to... Pantheon 5 will definitely be a multi-stream affair, I'm sure. If Pantheon 4 is any indication. So maybe we'll start that today. We'll see. I have not yet tried Pantheon 5. To answer your question, Spit. That may be a end of stream today thing. Naz says, for Eternal Deal, you can try using Weavers and grinding. They have a synergy that makes the Weavers collect way more soul. And in a fight like that with a lot of enemies, it lets you basically catch as much as you want. Weavers in Grub Song. Okay. Okay, cool. I was trying to think. All right. P501 stream, hell yeah. Yeah, sure. Easy clap. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. I don't even know if I even used the Weaver significantly. I don't even remember what its effect is. Okay, so he hits for 2. We have spikes here. This doesn't look great for Sharp Shadow, though. Why did they gotta... I mean, I guess we can do a little bit of a... I'm just learning, chat. Yeah, I need gravity there to make the distance, right? I can't... Oh? I want to know what that lines up with for Sharp Shadow, the dash. Can I go from this tip to that tip? Yes. So, viable. What about this? Oh, shit. Very, damn it, come on. Okay, well, it's not viable if I fall off trying to get there. Outside to outside, no. Okay, so that's like the only... Interesting. I could just take it off, obviously. Wonder if he shows up, though. Again. Probably not, right? So that would be more of a speedrun thing. Damn it. My wings were late. Did you see him activating? My wings were late. That... Such a subtle little change to their game design. Physics, right? The fact that you can... Does he just spend more time doing that now? Want to pogo. Oh. Lame. It's on me. You can just adapt. Sorry, Chad, I've been having and hawing at partial thoughts because a lot of my brain's being occupied, obviously, by this fellow right now. How much health do you have, though? Damn. Like, all those partial thoughts, like, I ended in my head with, and maybe it's not relevant at all, because like, the only way that those discussions, deliberations are really relevant is if he's in Pantheon 5 in the Ascended form. or a Pantheon 5 context. Oh, I mean, I guess I could. Yeah, no, I would definitely change for Radiant, probably. If I need to do it hitless, I'm a lot more concerned about what's behind him. Oh, it's just background pedestals? How have I never noticed that background pedestal before? And there's a couple faint ones back here, too. Only when the light's shining. Huh. Like you can see just the generic little bugs back there. Little husk. Oh, cool. That's awesome. All right, let's catch up on chat. Sorry, chat. It's hard for me to be able to read chat while mid boss fight or Pantheon run is really hard to like divert my attention long enough to read. You're right. You're right. I should just pogo off the spikes. That's a fair point. I don't do that enough. Like there was a part of me that didn't want to pogo off spikes for a bit, except for like, save me scenarios because like risk aversion. But at the point in time, I'm more and more comfortable with it. Like I can just do it. Obviously going through the, damn it. No. If you add in the gravity fall, go to the air, it's pretty trivial. But it's fun to keep those things in mind, and because the game developers do deliberately line up a lot of their spacing to account for like dash distance and stuff, and it does get hosed occasionally. Damn. Come back here. I want to get... Was that just a one-off? I think the last time I faced this guy was a Pantheon run, and I gotta follow him all the way up here while pogoing on him. Was I just lucky that one time? What did I do differently there? Surprised that we hadn't actually ever fought the attuned version of him. I guess that makes sense. Why would I practice? Oh, there's two! Let's go! Oh. That's probably a pretty good streak spot, actually. Couldn't jump. Let's go! That was big. Got four. Oh, you got two of the babies and hit them both. That's, take the consolation prize. Okay, healing is gonna be a bitch though with two of them still up. Spawned him on me. Shit. That was a sick, was it a DD or a Shriek? One of those two. It was sick though. Dive. Okay, it was a DD. Oh, it's big. Let's go. Yes. Naz. Let me know if I should pronounce that differently, by the way. Points out that it can be tricky in Sharp Shadow sometimes when it's back before you expect it to be, or not back when you do expect it to be. Both of those scenarios, especially like if that distance is key to an evade in some way. That has bitten me multiple times. Okay, so can't. Balls. one's less clean than the first one. Oh my god, it just won't stop. Alright, can I heal here? Not easily, though. Oh, right this second. Oh, you asshole! Okay, I hadn't thought about that. I just baited unintentionally. He attacked out further. He like went off screen because he was chasing after me, like when he locked on. Can I abuse that? I'm sure probably. My jump was I didn't jump high enough is what happened. It's a lazy jump. So when I pogoed, I was too low. Oh no, that was me so sick. You're off by just a fraction. Again, lazy jump. I guess it might be a late jump. Maybe it's more of a late jump than a lazy jump, because their velocity coming up there is higher than my jump speed. Double the fun. Double mint gum. One has left health. That's good to know. Curious if there's something that would teach me that in the game, or if that's just like you have to read the coding. I did that again. That doesn't work out well when they crit for 2 when you punt. There's no point in swinging before shrieking. Unless I needed the soul, but I didn't. Shit. Damn. I love that this is a challenge. I love that this isn't a gimme. Like, boss number 2 in the line, Ascended Form, isn't just easy peasy. That means there's so much more content and, like, skill to be gained. Let's go. Nas, normal Z. Short A, normal Z. Got it. Short A. I'll have to look up what short A means now. I think that's right? The sound. A. Yeah, that's long A. Guess I talking brain, no function. Oh my god. I thought I was facing the other direction. Should have healed. Can I now? Nope. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, really, this. If I were to counter this in like a Pantheon context, the game plan is just 100%. We just don't recover while there's 2 up, right? When you plan on it not. No. This is so frustrating. Why don't you grab some coffee, chat? If I were... So, that's an interesting thought. When do I start customizing my charms for the bosses that I'm fighting? Historically speaking, Chad, I do not change my charm loadout for the bosses when I'm doing these practice runs to account for the boss. Hell yeah! Because... like I'm practicing for like a Pantheon context, right? Where I can't afford to dedicate like a charm slot for 1 of 10 bosses. But like, that's not what we're doing right now. So part of me also just still wants to like, learn the muscle memories of the charms that I have. Holy shit. I swung like 3 times in the opposite direction of where I wanted to there. Like back to back. That I'm gonna look at that later, and I'm just gonna like feel so awful about it. I can tell you right now, I'm gonna cringe so hard when I watch that. Oh, the false knight gets no harder? Oh, damn it. That's lame. Sorry that I was slow to read that. There's like a fun mini game to be had here. Damn. How many can you get at once? That was too low, wasn't it? That's just wasted soul. Feels bad. Heal here? Yeah. Cool. Wonder if there's like, is there a visual distinction between the one that's weaker? Because obviously they changed sides since that start. Maybe a behavioral difference? Shit, I'm so slow getting out of that heal. So to finish the thought that I was starting earlier, there's one. Was that I wouldn't have hated quick heal for this fight in the abstract. It would give you just a lot more. I mean, it's not necessary, clearly. I'm going to finish this fight without it. Probably right now, even. Maybe not. I think it would fit pretty well in giving you a little bit of spot. It makes these spots a lot safer to heal in, for sure. So if you're like struggling with this fight for some reason, I'd take a look at that. Feels like that extra padding would be more pronounced in this fight than most. That's like the thought that I'm trying to express there, is like that little shaved the time it gives you on shaving off your heal time would feel bigger here than it would in a lot of other fights. I think. I don't know. This is me putting it on, by the way. All right, let's do. I already did the attuned pretty much. Well, there's no reason to do it again then. Let's give the breeding Malik at least 1 or 2 goes, and then what we're gonna do is grab some coffee. What's changed yet? I mean, you're not on a platform actually. I didn't even notice because of the fact that like. Not Hall of Gods, fuck. Trial of the Fool, right? But in fact, I have like more room to work with right now than the Trial of Fool. So that was kind of like luxurious, to be honest. He had a bit different attack profile, but, or did he even? I felt like there was something in there that might have been unique, but I don't know. Okay. Cool. I said I was going to get coffee. Let's go grab that coffee. And then we continue. Sometimes it's just one and done. Oh, why was there no music when I switched to bad luck? Not bad luck, it's paused. Why are you paused? Sorry, what did I miss in chat while I was busy focusing on the gameplay? So we saw pronounced like Naz, short A, normal Z. Cool. I think we're doing that well. If I'm wrong in that I am doing it well, Just tell me I'm wrong. It would be better for me to figure it out now than like 6 months from now when chat finally breaks down and says like, dude, you've been saying that wrong for like so long now. Yeah, I feel like Malik almost gets a little easier without the ledge. Like, yeah, it constrains its motion to that center platform and it gives you a little bit of a safe space to avoid the slashing arms, but like the slashing arms, after you notice them and like identify them visually, aren't as much of a concern as like that big wave of magma goop. So giving more room for flexibility, I guess maybe it's the difference of with the Shade Soul, not Shade Soul, whatever, the Shade Cloak and not Shade Cloak, right? Maybe that's the difference. I don't know, we'll see. All right, and Scotty has a suggestion for Fluke Nest and Defender's Crest. Fluke Nest and Defender's Crest. Okay, we'll see what that does. We'll take a look and see what that does really quick when we get back. All right, be right back in a couple minutes, so chat. Just get some coffee, won't be long. Thanks for hanging out. It's great to have so many of you guys here. It's probably weird to keep talking after I go to the Be Right Beasts, you know, because like now it's a monitor. It's not, I'm not talking anymore. I'm still here, just so you know. Like, I haven't gone anywhere yet. You wouldn't know, because this is Be Right Back. All right, sorry, I've had enough fun. I'll be right back, chat. Alright, we're back. You know what I need to do? I need to get off my lazy ass and make another scene. I had always planned to have multiples. I mean, the apocalypse scene. I made it. Well, I made it insofar as I acquired stock imagery that of an apocalypse, and I cut the hole out that I wanted to be in and gave it a broken glass effect and things like that. And the smoke's mine. Well, actually, anything that's moving in the picture is something I added in. Wanted to kind of have a couple of them in the rotation, you know, just for fun, entertainment value. But I only had the time to get onto the one before launching the stream, and then I just never got around to making more. I need to get off my ass and do that, because I was having fun with that. It's just there's always so much to be done. And, you know, nowadays when I'm in edit, if I'm like going to be sitting down editing, I'm usually sitting down to edit a new short, you know, because that just, I'll make another one. Vengeful, Gruz, Malik, Umu, and all ghosts have changed their arenas. Okay. Alright. Let's take a look real quick at that combo that we promised to take a look at. See what that's about. Where's that one? We're back on the gameplay scene. Looks like the network's holding up. That's great. That's great. I wish I had a solution for this. I think so. This little plastic bit in front of the microphone is a pop filter. Its intention is to help the audio prevent any or minimize hard P's and S's, so you get less of that air, pop or whistle. And it's actually done good for the audio, which is why I appreciate it. But it blocks the ring light indicator for whether or not I'm muted. And I do rely on that. There has to be some clever way of extending the visibility of that light around or up to, I don't know, think about that. Anyways, where were we? We were going to look at charm. We were going to look at some charms. What were the ones we were looking at? It was Defender's Crest, Fluke Nest. Fluke Nest. We've used that the once, right? That's the one that just spewed the maggots out like a shotgun. Defender's Crest makes you stinky, right? Yeah, Defender's Crest make you stinky. Well, I mean, I guess it doesn't matter for this exact moment, but I would not make this trade for sure in actual gameplay. Okay, so Defender's Crest, we stinky. We stanky. And then we stinky and we go BAM! Oh, he big. He like a Omega grenade, right? And go boom. It's kind of fun. I like that it bounces. And like kind of has like a wiggle when it does, like a gelatin sort of. That's hilarious. It is. I do kind of appreciate. I don't know. I like the idea that these synergies exist, and clearly they are all accessible because you can just put on the charms all one by one and see what they do. I kind of wish there was like hints for all of them though, scattered throughout the world, so you didn't have you could. For those of us that don't want to try to iterate the charm sequence manually, you know, or read the internet to let other people tell us what they all were. Yeah, I don't think I would actually probably... I definitely wouldn't use this in a Pantheon context, I don't think. At least, okay, this is all in the context of my build style, right? Like, I have at least currently a certain way in which I'm most efficient. I would need to do a lot of relearning to definitely do anything that's not having Nail Master's Glory on. Honestly, if I were to try to run that combination for some reason, I think I'd probably drop Mark of Pride for Long Nail to get the extra slot that I need for the Defender's Crest, and then that would probably be at least my initial thought. Yeah, I think what I like the idea of is running with my default preference on these until I've hit a boss where I'm like, yeah, you know what, it makes sense for this change, and I'm struggling otherwise. Like, and I think that we're going to be here for a bit otherwise. And we should just tweak it, like playing smarter, not harder style. But to the extent that this is intended to be practice, in part, for Pantheon 5, I expect this will be my charm loadout for Pantheon 5. Right? Maybe I change my mind, but this is my expectation currently, and so it makes sense to practice how I intend to play. Right? Right? I think so. All right, Ascended, let's go, failed champion. What do you do now? They said, were you the one that wasn't any better? Damn. He hit harder. Is that what he does now? He just hit harder? Big harder? That's bad. No. I didn't see that rock until it was too late. Did he hit for 4? No, 3, right? He must have hit for 3, surely. Oh, no. Wait, what players for the Shape of Wind? I missed the first half of that. Somewhere in the chat. I see something about Shape of Wind, though. I have a soft spot for Shape. I thought I was going to be able to duck out. Did they? Like, I thought it was just going to be, like, kind of around the corner of the hammer so I could pop him. It was just greedy. But did they hit for more than 3? No, right? That was just 3. 4s or 2? It's a mix. Okay. This explains my confusion, then. That was a 4. So if he hits you at the hammer, it's the 4. If you get hit by the wave, it's a 2 probably. Balls are still 1, looks like. That's too. I was too close to him for that. Okay. I mean, like, obviously game plan is just don't get hit. The rest of the fight looks to be the same, though. So just, like... don't be sloppy, I guess. I guess it makes sense. This fight is already quite challenging probably for someone who leans heavily on their soul. Right? Like, I actually feel very comfortable in this fight. Really? That's unfortunate. Like, I don't feel the I don't never feel the urgency to, like, use that infinite stagger. I'm not sold. It's not a... Damn it, I was slow. I was going to dash through him. I'm not certain. I don't know. I really wish I could have seen a statement by Team Cherry that says it was intentional game design. It feels so disparate from a lot of the other game mechanics that... I can see it both ways. just because of like the lowly maggot aspect of him, like I could see it being a little secret they put in. Feels cheesy still. Nope. I thought I was going in the other direction, to be honest. Wow. All that health goes by fast. That was just sloppy at the end. That last one was slow. But, wow. That's the challenge with this one, ain't it? You can go from, like, 60 to 0 in no time flat. Nope. I guess that one mask is not the solution. I wanted to. I was slow. That's why I wanted two, though. Getting one mask didn't help me with a direct hit, right? Scott, do you also feel like the infinite stagger maybe is a unexpected, unintended game design feature? I think it feels like it might be because of how they probably coded his durability stagger mechanic. That you can, but because you can't hurt him, like normally he gets up because you do damage, right? There's just, this boss happens to have a way to do damage to him that does not interact with the, it interacts with the stagger, but not his health bar. Oh, lazy. As a coder, I could totally see how that code gets overlooked and how they just like, well, we're not going to fix it now. Two. Gonna take one mask. Again, with the one mask not being enough, though. Should have pushed my luck. You know, I never... I was pulling the trigger on the dash right then. It's sad. Such a close thing. I never figured out if there's actually a recovery window reliably outside of that. That was just... Just start over. But what did I think was happening there? Why did I do that? I thought he was going to jump. Like, I just dashed into his hammer for no value. What? There's some part of my brain that was a good idea, though. What was it, and why? Oh. That part I hadn't had the coffee yet. Oh, I was slow. Again, with the slowness. I am intentionally trying to be aggressive with this, though. There's a lot of these fights that I'm going to be able to clear probably a lot sooner if I'm less aggressive with it, but we do have to remember that, in part, that's the wrong way to go. This is intended for content, right? And also, actually, I was thinking about this a little bit before, actually. Before stream. I won't give myself the permission to like die and get crushed and look like an idiot if... Why was I not jumping? I'm trying to either like learn something new or try a new skill. Just start me out, man. I don't want to fall into the rut. I have in games past. It was more of a problem for me a little bit when I was younger, more so. But where I just fall into the rut of like doing what works. A lot of times the safe route, you know, is the familiar route, or at least it feels like that. But then you don't like learn how to do new cool things. Like most of this stuff, part of what's amazing about this game is it's like forced me. It forces the abstract player, I feel, to adapt in some places because it's so diverse. There's so many different depths and types to the challenges that you face here that I was a little greedy. It's not even greed. What was that? Sloth? I mean, I committed to it because I didn't want to give up the soul, right? But I shouldn't have stopped there. Either way, I want to keep pushing myself to get better. And part of that means taking risks in certain places. And so I want to give myself the permission to take those risks. Even if it's going to make me look like a dumbass afterwards. Like, that was pretty greedy, right, chat? That was pretty fucking greedy. But it paid off. Let's go. And we do that over and over and over again, and we end up being like better as a result in the long term. In fact, a lot of my skill, you know, from this game has kind of come from that level of innovation. Just forcing you grind on the content until you get better at it, right? That's gaming. Why am I sitting? I don't know why I'm sitting. Smith has a great point, or a great direction to go, and this is actually on my to-do list. The bindings on the previous Pantheons. That is immediately what occurred to me when I saw them. Is it forces that diversity of play, right? Like, you can't be a just nail player, right? You can't be just spell player. You have to be able to adapt if you want to try to get all those completions, and they force you to. And the fact that you can like mix and match them even, or at least it looks like you can do multiples, that's sick. Like, that looks like super sick. Which one is this? Let's do the first one first though, right? No. Protector, yeah. I am so, yeah, I know. But I'm also stoked for, and good timing to talk about it, Silk Song. Because I'm hoping to be forced to adapt to a whole new fighting style, right? Like, so we get to restart the process all over again from scratch. And that's great, because the process has been, like, a lot of fun. Oh. I forgot you were a lot slower back then, weren't you, girl? You hit hard right now, though. It's supposed to be 2 DDs, actually. Darn. Little ghost. Shit. Oh, I love the Hornet fights. I love the music. But, I don't know. Something about them just like the dynamic, especially Hornet Sentinel, which let us do now. I think this is in the running for my favorite fight in the game. It's not the most challenging one. It definitely wasn't like the hardest, but something about this fight just pleases me. I don't like the dynamic, the fluidity of it, the music. In part, like the emotional sentiment that gets involved here because of the fact that, you know, like this is one of your few allies in the world as it is. I don't know. I love this fight. Shit. Shit, I didn't realize it parried there. I was actually intending to do a double jump. I was jumping just slowly. Oh, Smith, that's got me excited. Smith says we're going to fill out the top 3 actually in the Pantheon 5 itself, which honestly I was really hoping for. I was hoping there was at least one epic fight left to be had. I mean, I do know I know there's an absolute version of Radiance, right? That one I haven't seen yet. Shot! I really started this one out poorly. Can't outrun that. It's fine, I kind of want to restart anyways. Again. Shit. I am just guessing which ones you're doing wrong, left and right. No, heal. No, I thought it was a little higher. I wanted it retract underneath me. I think there actually is probably, yeah, there is a height for that. Where you can get the Great Slash off, but she won't hit you with her bits. Sad. I don't know what that the jump spiral monowire or whatever attack tripped me out twice in that fight. And I think both times I was expecting that she was going to do that like sort of like parabolic arc that she does instead. Let's keep an eye on that. Why am I punting that now? We knocked her back into us. That's unfortunate. There aren't many bosses that we've done that with other than Hollow Knight or Pure Vessel. Shit. Can I take a mask there? Yeah. I don't know if you saw it, chat. She like drifted on the ground for an inch with the friction. Got me. Fuck. Erp. Can I? Hell yeah. I was kind of worried that there was going to be a little clipping on my head with that damage spike. No, it wasn't up. Shit. Well fought, ma'am. Ah, I love that fight. It's great. You're gonna fight. You're gonna do the Radiant version. Hell yeah. Go get her, Sai. All right. Who you? We never did the attuned version of you. I think maybe there's room for. Oh, shit. It's been a while. Maybe starting a Pantheon 5 attempt today. And maybe making this a multi-day affair on the Ascended. Damn. I was kind of hoping you'd land on my left like that. Doing some P5 action today maybe after... I think we'll do this until the second break. Yeah, we'll keep clearing bosses. Ascended style until the second break, and then... Oh, that knocks him back? Why have I never seen... Huh. Oh, that seems like it's news to me. I was expecting it to knock him back. I expected his motion to continue through and just clip 2 or 3 hits of damage. Okay. Anyways, finish thought. Continue with what we're doing now for maybe another half hour. And then we can go introduce ourselves at least to Pantheon 5. So then look forward to chat for those of you who are excited about it. Seems like a good plan to me. I chose the right one, right? Massive mouse charger. This arena, same. I bet you just hits for 2 though. Yeah, is he bigger? No. I was wondering if I could do that. Dang it, I tried the cheeky butt punch again, like that one. Apparently I can only do that on the second attempt. That was a DD. Arr. My record is not good on the butt punch. Now we're 50-50. Hey! 3 for 2. Seems to have more health, which would make sense. Not too much more, though. Okay. Can you actually just knock him back? I want to try that now. Can you knock him back in perpetuity? Let's try it on the attuned one so that we can get more attempts at it in case this proves difficult. Come back this way. Yeah? And probably need quick nail if you want to do it damageless though, right? Unless my timing, my rhythm was that far off, I feel like I might need to have quick slash on for that. If you don't want to take the hit. I mean, it's probably big for speedrunners, but... I mean... And it's good to know about. It's a pretty unique interaction, though, right? With just this boss. It's, I don't know, like, it's a pretty unique niche scenario where you have... Oh, Tilly's joined the room. An enemy that can be knocked back that many times without changing its routine or having some kind of riposte or something. And, I mean, I don't know. To an extent, it's kind of like, yeah, it's faster, but, like, I don't know why. It wasn't hard in the first place. Damn, I thought I could give up that one. I don't know, the thought that I was having was just, in general, I'm less interested in learning of the, like, niche. Like, this strategy works really well in this boss. It's like, oh, I don't know, foolproof plan. When, I don't know, when it, like, when it's removed thought from the equation, it feels less appealing. Does that make sense? Like, if it's just kind of... I guess on learning that I can do that with this boss, my instinct is that the game designer should have fixed that. And, like, it's useful to know that you can, but it's like, I don't know, it's not a useful skill to refine, if that makes sense. Like, it's... Oh, these guys... They're two-hit with... These guys are two hits with unbreakable strength. Damn. Wait, those weren't. Well, that's not great. Now I'm confused. Those are definitely not two hits. What the... What? Am I high? I didn't think so. Ow. That's right, I forgot. That you can be in that hitbox without taking damage, right? My brain hasn't adapted to that. There are certain bosses you can just chill in their hitbox without taking damage. It tripped me up when I learned it up that you could do it with Radiance. Coffee's all gone. Sad. Oops. There. Mantis Lords. One of my early favorite fights. Oh, I was reading chat and not paying attention to the screen. Can I? No. Damn it. Greedy. Greedy should have gone for the third. Poorly timed. Badly gauged distancing. Alright. I need to just hit harder right now. Which is my presumption. I don't know how many more mechanics they would have thrown into this. I'd love one more. That'd be awesome. Not the coffee, right, Scotty? Not the coffee. All right, well, let's not take any stupid... I'm so sad. But we'll continue. So let's not taking any stupid damage because we're busy reading chat. I wasn't reading chat, to be fair. I don't know why I just jumped into that. I hadn't tried. To get 2 hits in at that height before. It didn't feel like it was going to work, but I wanted to. Okay, only 2 probably. Yeah. This one actually would have afforded 3. Son of a bitch. Got him. Slow. That was a little closer than I wanted it to be. Oh! I headbutted his... What is that called? Thorax? I don't know. Man, I smashed my face into his ass and I died. God damn it. Yay! Way to go, Scotty. Well done. Well done. I need a soundboard so I can play the... Oh, you know, hold on. Maybe I have... Hold on. 1 second. I don't have it on the soundboard, but I might have the audio file somewhere handy, actually. Let's see. Do I? I meant to put this on my... Stream Deck. And then never... Maybe I can't find it. Darn it. Oh, wait, here it is. How do I make sure that I don't blow out your guys' ears with this? I guess... You shouldn't be able to hear it right now. All right. We've lost all the effect, Scotty. And I want you to know that I understand that. Okay? Because of the delay. But I want to follow through with it anyways. Because I put so much work into investment at this point, you know, it feels like we should. So, Scotty, Hornet 2 Radiant, let's go. That's still punting. There you go. That was a lot of work. Hopefully it was worth it, though. If you don't know what that is the victory fanfare from Final Fantasy VII, one of my favorite games of all time. And there, to this date, is still no better victory fanfare, I think. So there you go. All right, let's get back to it. Let's get back to the work. Let's make sure we mute the music again. I'll get that on. I need to get a couple select. I don't want to go overboard with the sound effects. Streams that go really heavy into the soundboards get on my nerves sometimes, personally. Like, so I'm not going to be that. Especially because, like, I don't know. The problem is a lot of times they let it go too far. They keep carrying it forward because momentum, and then it's, like, disruptive. But a couple select items I'd like to have access to, and that's one of them. It might just be personal nostalgia. Oh, no. Again with the ass. Okay, so the reason I keep doing that is I'm trying to get the distance lined up so I can do an away dash and then back in. I had it lined up very cleanly with the vessel, Hollow Knight, and but struggle bust them here a little bit. And maybe it's just because their motion isn't substantial enough. Platform small. Damn. I want to find a way to get that in somehow. It feels like there's some space for a Great Slash there. I don't know why I'm struggling so hard to find it. No! Can't Great Slash there. The animation looks too punishing. Again, I love this fight though. I do. Closer. I was jumping for the record. My wings were active, just not timed well enough. Wait, did the spikes hit for 2? I thought the spikes hit for 1. I missed something. I don't know. There's something there. I don't know what my brain's trying to do yet, but it's trying to do something. I'm trying to use the... Okay. Sorry, thinking through the subconscious. Most of the times where I've tried to commit to putting damage on one of them during their, double throw phase, I end up frequently over the spikes... momentum bound and hitting the spikes. I'm ballistic a lot of times. And so I'm trying to pogo off that device so that I can preserve my ability to dash and jump in the recovery. Okay. This makes sense. Slow release. Fuck me. Should be time for 2. Doesn't work great here though, does it? Hold on, Chad, I'm cooking. See, it's too late and that's too slow. What am I doing? Doesn't work with a sword art, I don't think. I slow like pogo! Fuck! Oh no, and everything just crushed after that. Just crumbled apart. Look at Straw House. Wait, Shriek? Interesting. So you're suggesting intentionally engage them from the wall beneath them. I don't hate it. Damn, that was a bad jump. Ah, I was going to dash through that. And I was slow. It sucks. I want to see this. Maybe not on that pattern then. I don't hate it. Fuck. That's a problem, obviously, so... Is there a space where that's not a concern, or do we just need to wave off on the ones where this space is unsafe? The underneath. I feel like I should check, actually. My intuition was that they would be too far away out of range to shriek from ground level, but they might, maybe this aren't. I mean, like, obviously, they're lower when they're single, the single form, but when there's two of them, they go higher. No? Don't need to jump at all, do you? Son of a bitch. They just left it right there for you. Because it's so damn big. Alright, fair enough. Although I do still want to figure out, there is a pattern that I want to figure out that I was cooking about. Because you don't always have soul, right? Which again goes to like, I'm always looking to expand the nail-only line first, because... I don't know, it's like the hammer I'm always going to have until I do the binding. That was stupid. Well fought, sirs. No, that's not a bad line. Thank you, Smith. Kira, welcome. How you doing today? Hope your day's going good. Had to work late this week. That's unfortunate. I'm sorry about that. It's good to see you, though. Glad you could drop in for a bit. No, that's definitely... It's a line that I hadn't been looking at, and it's definitely a line that I need to consider, right? Like, in my brain, I thought they were going to be too high for Shriek to get to them from ground level. And the acrobatics that were going to be performed were equal to, you know, nail performances versus a Shriek performance. But given the fact that, no, the distance is absolutely doable, yeah, that's a good thing to keep in mind. And it's probably just a deficiency of not using Shriek as much as I was meant to dash. I don't have a... I thought it would clip them there, for example. Don't have a good feel for its range exactly, and I walk into things. God damn it. I did want to practice that recovery because I want to see where they are. I was about to do this in the harder version. Damn it. I can't believe. I'm so annoyed. I thought he was almost dead. I was just trying to push that last bit of damage to move on. Brr. Yeah, for the moment, actually, you know what? Speaking of, what time is it? Keeping in the P5 concerns, the P5 constraints. Do I want to spend time on that right now? And I don't think I do. Because currently, Kira asked a great question. We're just warming up right now, working through our ascended lineups. In part, just working the practice before we start P5 runs. I want to do this one though. Hive Knight was in 3. He probably was in Pantheon 5, but I want to do him. I like him. He's fun. Shit. So after the next break, what we're going to do is, yeah, probably do a handful of P5 runs, maybe for an hour, hour and a half, something like that. I don't expect that we will completing Pantheon 5 in that duration of time. But we can see how far we can get. Gotta start somewhere. This spot's a DD2. Damn, that's on me. No! Well, I mean, that's still technically one and done. It wasn't, like, clean, but let's go, I guess. I like that fight a lot. It's a lot of fun. There's still so many. There's still so many. Okay, so that's out Grey Prince, which we need to go back to do that. All right. Tell you what, I don't. We will throw in a couple bouts of the Eternal Ordeal as a sort of prelude intermission. That seems to be generally popular. I like it because I like the diversity it forces on me in my play. Basically, I wanted something to do for a little bit before the next break. But before we started Pantheon 5, right? This is what I decided to do. So we're going to do a couple of these because I want to. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. Damn it. That's greedy. I could have hit it in, but obviously not. Urgh. Patty? Yep. Dang it, I wanted to pogo that. Well, not pogo, juggle it. Shit. This one's not going the best. More fatties. Holy fatties. Can I heal? Kinda hoping we died off that. I'm here. Okay, maybe there is a problem with this controller stick. It's always to the right. I always end up pulling to the right for something. Like that. Damn it. Oh no, not the suits. I do get the vibe that there's a certain percentage of y'all that are concerned with making sure I've adequately prepared, or making sure you can give me information for Pantheon 5 or what to expect or how to best. I don't actually need any of it though. Just a gentle reminder. Like engage with it's such a subtle distinction. How do we communicate to engage with like the content that's happening? Like I have a concern about chat getting to a point where I have 20 people here telling me about the rest of the game that I can expect ahead of me, or each little thing that they're interested in specifically, but to the detriment of the content as a whole. So I need to figure out how to better communicate. And to be clear, nobody said anything wrong. It's like kind of like a just friendly reminder. Make sure I don't need your help, and if you think your primary purpose is here to help me, you're not here for the right reason. You know what I'm saying? Like I got this. We'll take care of it. And I will definitely learn all there is to be learned, probably at the time when it's useful to be learned. And it's such a delicate balance, right? Because like I was never going to find this specific fight. I needed chat to tell me about this. I'm glad chat did tell me about this. How do I in the dark decide how many of these things are eternal ordeals and how many are, I don't know. How long have I been soul capped for? Jesus Christ. Forever. I'm talking. Hopefully that in general makes sense. Shoot. The example, I guess, that is perfect. Sorry, brain's functioning slowly. Multitasking. Hold that thought. Can I get a mask here? Oh no, I was trying to get another and I didn't have any soul to take it. It's so frustrating. Oh, you! No! No! Stop it! Shit. No, I'm exploding asshole. Give me my soul, jerk. Again? You want my soul so bad? Have it. Shit! Oh, I didn't want to dash left. What was the count? That one's probably our personal best. Blur. Oh, close. No, it's let me think about it more, Kira. The reason I wanted to hold back is like I myself am having a struggling time to try to figure out how to walk that balance. That's kind of a lot of times when you hear me talk, by the way, I'm talking my thoughts out loud. So it's not even necessarily that I'm having a conversation between like you guys. Like I'm sharing the thoughts as I'm having them. Sometimes, I guess. And in that respect, like, I'm not even sure where I want to fall or how to best. There's no clean lines to be drawn, is the problem. Which is why, in general, I think I just rely on people to be cognizant and aware of the goal, right, of the channel. To remind people, like, the intent is primarily for reaction-based content and things like that. And so maybe a pinned message or, I don't know, let's talk about that later, Kira. I'd appreciate your thoughts on that, on how to... My default, actually, would be to try to find some way to put it into the info weave that goes on that holographic or neon-looking information blurb that sometimes pops up on the screen, but I'm not sure how many people are actually aware that that's there. Like, I don't know how many of you actually see that it's there. Or read the messages that are in that. So it might just be a waste of time trying to... to a large part, I think it's just going to be on us as community members to kind of make sure that new community members understand that about the community and try to stay conscious of it. At the same time, like, I really don't want... Everybody has felt like they've been doing all of the chattings with good intentions. Like, so that's like, I also don't want to make anybody feel bad for sending messages that they're just trying to hang out and engage, and I mean, it's not clear what I do and don't know necessarily, especially for a newer viewer. Sorry, I'm also trying to not punt this, but it hasn't gone that great. Oh, that's a sick pogo. Let's... Oh, no, you ruined it. You're an asshole. You're an asshole. Sadness. Oh, shit. Hell yeah. That was the Descending Dark animation, chat. I was at the peak of my Descending Dark animation when I decided to get bonked in the head. I didn't decide anything, I suppose. Shit. But yeah, it's just... Anyways, let's do one more of these. I need more coffee. Everybody here's going to be excited about Pantheon 5, and we're going to go discover all those things that there are left to be learned in this game. There aren't that many left, right? And I guess the other part of the thought that I didn't complete was, like, I mean, even just today, I gave free reign for people to tell me about the soul charm, the charm combos, and I feel good about that. Like, I want people to be like, hey, this is my favorite charm combo, you should check it out. You know, I think this is really funny. Like, because I'm not going to probably sit down and pair them all and find them, you know? So that's totally reasonable. Hell to the yeah. Damn. Drifted a little bit farther. No, why did you go so far, man? That sucks. Across the whole arena. No, that's... It would have worked if he wasn't a fat one. He was too wide. Let's go. No, I walk into that, though. Sadness. That could get under him. This fight is like really good training though. At least as far as expanding your attention. You have to keep track of so many things at once in this. Like how much soul you have, and that you shouldn't let it be capped. You should probably use it, generally. Shit. I'd love to use it for healing, it's just... when and where. Shit. Womp womp. Definitely marking that. There was one bit in there that was really, I don't know, like the timing of it. I feel like it's going to make for a good short if I can remember to go pick it out. It was the cadence of it specifically. It was kind of like a bop, pause, bop, pause, bop, pause. Like it might work out well if there was some humor to it. We'll have to check. Thanks for dropping in, Kura. Glad to have you. Always a pleasure to see Kura chat, our first community moderator. Well deserved. Well earned. This community is just founding and she's already a pillar of it. But duty does call. Joni's blessing plus hive blood. What is that? Okay, wait. Hive blood's the regen. Joni's blessing is more health. Is there actually synergy there, or is it just a joke about people who are valuing healing charms? Hey, that would be a hell of a combo. Because what? That's like 9, right? That's right. Joni's blessing. How many is Joni's blessing? High blood's 4. I remember that because I put it on for. Oh, son of a bitch! I put it on for the Path of Pain. Joni's blessing I thought was expensive too. There is a synergy, but it's awful. Okay. When we're desperate for some last-minute content before Silksong comes out for the shorts, remind me of that, Smith. We'll put it on just for a YouTube bit somehow. So make sure you don't tell me what the synergy is if it's something actually comical and hilarious. So I can discover what it is for the camera's sake. Oh no! Shit. I was hoping the wave was gonna be gone. I forgot that I can go through that wire without taking damage. I learned that once. Which still trips me out, to be fair. Sure, no. Mask? Times 2? No. Let's go. Shit. Can you guys give me a sec? No! Oh, so much pain. I missed my sword. I missed my nail hit. I was just ever so slightly too far away. I was going to knock him back so I could get a second to heal. I wanted to just punch him. Oh, no. Hive blood lets you heal. Lifeblood. Huh, that's interesting. That's probably not worth. Don't get me wrong. I think in general, there's a subset of community, or not community, gamers. That aren't open-minded when it comes to like considering the full range and benefit of a charm. I'm specifically thinking of a lot of the shit I was being given for using shape of Un in the Trial of the Fool. I stand by, while you're learning to fight, that's a great charm for that shit. Because it does let you, if you can manipulate, if you can actually make use of that mobility to get masks in places you could not get them otherwise, it's actually really big in that fight while you're learning it. There's definitely it was very palpable, the portion of the community that just would not hear that argument. I never made it, but okay, it's unfortunate. I actually have that's a deep argument. It's too deep of an argument for me to go through right now, so I'm going to stop. But the conclusion to the point I was actually making was that even for me, I think that basically all of your notches for a bigger health pool is probably excessive. I'd be tough to be convinced of a scenario where that's correct. Jesus. Can I get the both? Yeah, I can. Let's go. No! Darn it. He dipped low enough to get me, and I should have caught it. So it's on me, obviously, but I was trying to get a DD in there. There's that little vulnerable window in DD that... I guess that's how they balance around the invincibility frames to give you on the backside, right? A vulnerability on the front. It's fair, actually. Close. Close. No! There's that vulnerability window! If it wasn't obvious, chat, I was DD at that point. I'd already cast the spell. I was about to pound the ground. I was in that animation pause, and that little bugger got me. Brr. All right, one more. Oh, crap. It's 2:20, or not 2:20. We're at 2 hours, 20 minutes in the stream already. That's fine. We'll just go a little longer then. One more. I do enjoy this fight so much, chat. There were a couple good moments in that last one, though. Long run, this might have to be the fight YouTube tolerates the most shorts of. Hopefully that works. I try to balance them, and I try not to go too heavy on any one fight. I do restrain myself and clip out content, but yeah, there's been enough Trader Lord. Or, whatever. There's so much fun shit that happens in this fight because of how much motion and dynamic. So hopefully y'all forgive me with the higher portion of quantity it's likely to receive. No. Come here, you. Oh, right. The soul was... I knew I had soul. I'd forgotten it was still in transit between my batteries and my vessel. Low pogo. Mask? Yes. Can I mask here? Yes. Shit. That was greedy. I should have rushed that. You fire first. Shit. I'd love to save the soul for a mask, but oh well. Yeah, right, Nas? Like, so many times that animation gets me. I would almost argue that's probably the single greatest contributor to my damage taken in Pantheons. And I mean, to be fair, part of it is probably because there is I sometimes use Descending Dark as like a holy shit button, right? And like, that's the scenario where you're already predisposed to being taking damage, so there's a little bit of like a it's always in the last place you look for it argument type of rationale there, but yeah. I do feel like it gets me a disproportionate amount of the time. All right, let's get some music while we're gone. We've been a while since we did Wizardry. All right, chat. I'm going to take a quick break. Thank you so much for hanging out, guys. It has been amazing having y'all here. Maybe just a little bit less while talking. Great having you guys. Give me about 5 minutes. I'm going to grab some more coffee, use the restroom, and then when I get back, we will do some quantity, not the complete quantity, I am fairly certain, of Pantheon 5. Stay tuned. Thanks, guys. See you soon. I have not played Celeste. It is in consideration. The name has come up. To be in consideration for a stream game at some point. That's very far from a promise, for the record, but it is. I think maybe I might take some sort of poll. Maybe I'll like. Well, it's kind of difficult because the next game is probably going to be Silk Song, depending on the release time, right? Unless they actually really drag their heels on it and take it all the way to the holiday season, which I kind of would be surprised about, to be honest. The next new game is probably major stream game is probably going to be Silk Song, right? Yeah, it might not pan out that way, but we'll see. In my personal time, I'm going to want to start playing Death Stranding 2. I enjoyed the hell out of the first one, and I'm going to play the sequel. It might be that thing where I play it on Fridays some of the time. Like I drop in on where I'm at currently, sort of. So that might creep into the list aside from that. But other than obviously Silk Song, which is the lock, and well, those two are both locks in some context. I might actually put up a YouTube community poll or something, or maybe it'll be I don't know. Get a couple ideas about where what people would like to see some shorts of. And Celeste will probably be on the list of things to vote for, if that is the route I go. Anyways, it's a lot of words for rather little content, probably. Sorry about that. Let's get back to it, though. All right. How's the stream holding up? No dropped frames. Let's go. I'm sorry. There's been 5 that were missed due to rendering lag, but none to the network. So that's good. What was our current? Yeah, current charm loadout is the usual loadout. Yeah, what they've done the classic business thing is they've continually promised like a no later than date. I would say it is 100% possible that it will be released like for the holiday season, whatever that is, like Black Friday of 2025. That's entirely possible. I would be partially surprised because of how much they've kind of been like repeating that refrain. I'm feeling like it's going to be a late September thing. Late September, early October, probably. Which I don't know. I don't count that as holidays 2025, so that's why I make the distinction. But like to me, that's like a quarter earlier. Maybe they call it holiday 2025, and so it's distinction without a difference. I don't know. Either way, that's a kit. That's what I'm starting with, at least. Let's go see a man about a Pantheon. This hasn't changed yet, huh? Okay, so you have nothing to do with the ascended status of those bosses. Which maybe makes sense now that I know there's the radiant status. I for anybody who was here on the stream, I now understand where this came from. I'm sorry for my confusion. It's so easy to like. I understood that this was revealed when well, something was revealed. I guess it had to have been a block sitting here somewhere, right? I was watching the VOD and this fell. I didn't know where it came from. I was surprised. I'm like, this wasn't here before, right? Am I crazy? No, I did that. I figured that out. Sorry for my dumb. Wait, might as well sit on the bench. All right. All right, 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 all right. Chet. Oh, interesting. I wonder why they positioned that door there then. Anyways. They're the bindings. That's what the circles are. I was thinking that the circles probably filled in when I did an ascended version of bosses. But that was actually when I was thinking that before I knew there was a Radiant, like an even higher version. But it didn't feel like they would gate the content behind Radiant completions. That makes sense, right? It's probably got to be the bindings. Break those seals. Okay, well, that's something to work on. That was possibly a candidate for a stream today, actually. Maybe we'll do a little bit of it next stream. We'll see. We're gonna. I'm expecting. Like, I've had a lot of people that have suggested they want to see some binding content. I want to do some binding content, and I do think it will help me in growing further. So I want to probably see if I can't find a way to like mix all of it together in this process. But this process begins by seeing what is in Pantheon 5. Pantheon of Hallownest. Seek the kingdom's forgotten light. Let us begin. Epic. I see. So this is the Ascended version. No, I did not want to jump on that. Just no approach. Is it the Ascended version? I'm not. Why did I not take more damage? Just my confusion. Anyways. Awesome! I actually would not have pegged this as being a repeat in Pantheon 5. I understand probably based on a comment or two that I read in chat that there's basically going to probably be a lot of fights in Pantheon 5, more than I was expecting there would be. I think it's going to make it for a hell of a slog probably, but it's going to be a lot of fun. Why did I not finish the heal? I got chicken. There, I finished it and I shouldn't have. Awesome. I still want to get above him somehow. I want him charging through for that. He was going to take damage from that as well. Son of a bitch. Nerve. You don't get away so easily. All right. Yep. So all of my contemplations earlier, chat, not for nothing. I feel this good, actually. Damn it. You can see the wings going. But this definitely seems to maybe be some kind of hybrid thing. Damn. Greedy. Oh, so sloppy. The false knight. Wait, the false knight. That seems so slow. What's happening? Is it really the attack speed of the Bayf? Oh, it's been so long since I fought him. He feels so slow, chat. Holy shit. He hangs in air for like ever. What the hell's going on? Oh, wow. Sorry, I haven't fought him in a while, obviously. The base version, the non-dream. That's trippy. That's so trippy. That he's that much slower. Like that's what I was having there, chat. I was like tripped out just because it felt like the time was passing. At halftime. He jumps so much faster as the failed champion. Right, I guess that strategy becomes valuable here then, doesn't it? Seems like he has... Does he take more knockback than the average boss? Oh shit, sorry. Meant to bow. That's very rude of me. Should show her more respect. Might as well top up. I think it's funny. I would have had that reaction probably earlier in the stream, except we'd already completed the failed, or the false champion, I guess. Attuned. Or no, did I skip it? I think I might skip that statue. Shoot. We'll go get it later. There's basically no person with a sibling. Yeah, right? Oh, surely you said something new now, right? This isn't like part one of... It's the, what do you have to... She, sorry. What do you have to say now? Mischief beyond mischief. We cannot escape thee, even in this highest, most distant of pantheons. O wielder of nail, O eater of soul, are thee a messenger of the gods, or something stranger? We will not defy thee. Continue thy combat. We shall be listening closely. O gods of hollowness, show us your might. We shall attune ourselves to thee and ascend even higher. I think that's the same. I don't know. Gorb! With less platform. Interesting. Darn. There's something there. I have to be able to figure out a way to do it while... Ah, come on, there's gotta be a way. I want to like bounce between left and right while at least in the first phase, right? I'm sure we'll get an opportunity to learn. Oh, Dung Defender. Okay. Wait, can I do this then? Yep. Yep, it's literally all of the bosses then, yeah. So we can presume we'll get both the white and dung version in the same Pantheon. Oh, that's gonna be so sick. Oh, it's gonna be so tilting to like die to any one boss at the end. I have a feeling we're definitely going to end up needing to practice. Okay, it happened here. 100%. I think I saw it curve. Is there something in the lore that explains why that poop curves in towards my nail art? Like, it doesn't here. And now I won't. I'll have to check it later, chat. But, like, I'm almost certain it, like, curves inwards during that eruption phase. Only if you've used the great/nail art. Like, when I watch it frame by frame, it's very obvious. I don't understand. Very few bosses are left out. Okay. They didn't want anybody to feel excluded. Fair enough, I guess. You want to beat Pantheon 5, you gotta know them all. I'm down. I'll do it. I'm game. Shit. Oh, I thought I'd be safe. Who are you? What? What? What the hell was that? Was that a story thing that I forgot about? That was hooking me up. That's unfortunate. What the hell? That's hilarious. Tiso. Why do I not remember the name Tiso? Was that the first meeting? I don't. Ah, yes. Now, Master Earl. Let's go. Slow. Too close. Shouldn't have been soul capped that long. That was bad. Ah, I was supposed to be dashing. I thought you were going up. Shit. Sorry, chat, I'm focused. Oh, I didn't. I swear to God, did they have more health? I was kind of actually expecting the fight to be done. Do they have more health? Or am I just that out of practice with them? Holy shit. Oh, no. We could have gone deeper on our first run. Same health, really? I punted plenty there. It's on me, obviously. Like, I'm not trying to shirk, like... I just was surprised. I kind of thought that they'd... I have a vague recollection of Tiso, but I don't... Oh, he went into the Colosseum. I'll have to go back and look later. It's been so long. I don't remember. Like, I have a vague recollection of the shape and the name, but like I don't remember the context at which I encountered him, you know? But that was awesome. Hello, welcome. Rudy, how you doing? Hope your day is treating you well. Welcome to the channel. We are currently progressing through Pantheon 5. Well, progressing. We're practicing, I guess, at this point. It's going to take a while. But I have to learn the new... Well, I have to learn which version is in Pantheon 5 of each of these fights, I guess, because this is different. I didn't jump high enough there? Son of a bitch. We're just screaming, huh? Lots of screaming. Oh, son of a bitch. Wasted soul. Could have healed there. Should have healed there. Should have pogoed there. Let's take the mask. Well, I did get him at least. It was off camera, but I did pogo off that little bitch. He hadn't spawned in yet? Sad. Nope. No! Okay. 2 of these is not fun to... No, it's actually fun. It's just not healable fun. Obviously, we started out pretty poorly. Wasted some soul unnecessarily. It's just, we got a long trek. We should not start off in a hole if we can help it. Come back. Take a little bit of patience, goes a long way. Got him. Oh no! No, what the fuck? I was supposed to be I jumped because I wanted to dash for the middle platform. I wanted to do, can you move so I want to do that maneuver. I don't know how I ended up going leftward though. That's a frustration. Slow on my dash. Can I fit one in here? I could if I was faster. Ah, sharp shadow, pain, frustration. I love it. I love it to death. You're supposed to do your rage poundy up and down, not heat seek missile me. Like, I want sharp shadow on for all of the fights. Or for most of the fights, right? So it means I have to figure out how to deal with it in the ones that I don't like it on. Two hits. Don't be greedy with the nail art because I was a little slow at the start. Pop him one, take a couple masks. And continue. God, that is so slow now. That feels like he's in molasses, chat. After getting accustomed to this dream version, he just... Oh, I didn't see that one. That's kind of satisfying because of like the progress that it demonstrates, right? Like I feel how much more I've progressed in this game because like how easy that guy is now. Oh. Shriek's probably better there, as long as I'm sure I'm not gonna at risk getting hit though, right? Probably just, oh, sorry, ma'am. You have to understand, I've been fighting already for like a bit when you show up. I'm really in, my adrenaline's going, bowing. Bowing is hard to remember to do, apparently. Yeah, I saw it happening the last second. I think it's a good habit to make for Pantheon 5 just to always prioritize healing and stagger windows. This is a marathon, not a sprint. If I'm not topped, I should be taking a mask when they're staggered over damage almost always, I think. Feels right. Unless that's like right before a bench, right? Can you come back down? Slow. I can do this. There's a way to do it. I feel it. Damn. Okay, now with 3 probably. Oh, okay. You go away. I really wanted to recover some masks and it's causing me to trip up a bit. At least in the 1 and 2 phases, I feel like there's got to be a way to pogo off of him bouncing between those asshole spikes. You know what I mean? Like, it feels like there should at least. I'm gonna keep trying for a little while. All right, this one does get hurt by the pounding. Dark. Descending Dark, it is called. Oh, that's my fault. I know I was expecting more of a knockback effect. I actually really enjoy this. Especially as like one of the fights to teach you. You know, like, damn. It's an earlier fight. I love this fight. It's a simple design, but he fits well, at least for the nail wielder. Damn. Why did I miss that? Never fun being on one mask, though. Hello, Tiso. Goodbye, Tiso. What are you going to do? Ah, I should have let go. That pain was because I was holding on to my sword art, my nail art, and I should let it go a long time ago. Why didn't you go right? I feel like there's a 50-50 he was going to go right. Worst choice. All right, again. I actually love this fight so much. I'm so sad that I lost to it last time. be fair, I'm trying to incorporate some of my new learnings from the Pure Vessel. In company. Dang it. Darn. No! Well, at least we can progress. Apparently there's some practice needed on that. We'll put some time in the Hall of Gods practicing the Nail Masters. Obviously, we're a little rusty. Okay. For the first time, I'm probably going to start paying attention to where those benches are placed and who's between them. It's not that it wasn't relevant before, it's just more relevant now. Okay, this guy is kind of tricky without a ground to work with. Screw you, man. Can I take a mask here? No. Yes. Probably because I'm lucky, right? That distance actually seems pretty Sharp Shadow favorable. That's nice. Both of these? Yeah, let's go. Both of those are Sharp Shadow favorable. It's nice that they give us the one every now and again. Slow. Thank you, game devs. I appreciate that Sharp Shadow work. Actually, is benefit there. Sharp Shadow is strictly beneficial in that scenario, it seemed. Your enraged brother is a much more serious concern. Soul Master! That was probably bad timing. It's so much smaller! Holy shit! What did I say about staggers and taking health? Shit. That is such a smaller wave, I forgot that it was smaller. I remember this was different. Holy shit. Like, I barely need to jump over this little tiny baby wave. Your little tiny baby wave. Oh, and yeah, baby scream, baby pout. Ah. And get up. Oh, I can kind of. That's probably not worth. Trying to learn. Never actually gotten above him for pogos on that. Can I consistently get above him there? I don't know if you saw, Chad. I hit him once between those dashes, or those slams. That could be promising. Promising. I guess optimal strategy for these guys is probably to try to distribute some of the damage. I don't know that. I don't know they work the way I think they do. I presume that they enrage when one dies and their health pools are identical. If all of that's wrong, then none of that makes any difference. But if it is correct, then it makes sense to try to close to same timing them. I was wrong. Well, I might not have been wrong, but I was wrong about how much health was remaining. Not too far wrong, apparently. Let us begin, sirs. I love that Pantheon 5 is going to reward me for like literally every aspect of learning I did in the game. Every fight more, all of them. Oh? Oh? Let's freaking go! Sorry, chat, I am very focused. Shit. Damn! That's freaking awesome! Let's go! Oh, so hype! Oh, we couldn't get him in the first one, but that's... Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it. So much, chat. Oh... Is that Saudi? Is that your best boss? The Sisters of Battle. It seems like there's some excitement for it. That's a sick battle. Oh, it's a sick battle. Oh, all right, where are we at in the stream? Here. Oh, so hype. I can't leave us off on that adrenaline. We're getting close to the end of stream. I can't just walk away, but I can't commit to doing an entire Pantheon 5 again. So we'll go back to the Hall of the Gods, and we'll do some practices on the fight that we know needing to be done. Because there's going to be a lot to practice. Apparently I need to remember how to Oro and Mato. Are they here now? Is there a chance that they're in here now? The Sisters of Battle, can I fight them? Yes, let us go. Hell yeah. All right, let us, yeah, let's give this a couple more goes. I'm gonna give this a couple more go on the attuned stage for now. Learn the battle a little bit. That's bad. And then probably hit up all of the Nail Masters once or twice, and then call it a stream. So we're not going to be doing too much combat on the Sisters just because time constraints. But this is so sick. I was not expecting that. I was just waiting for the... Yeah, this was so surprising. I love it. I love it. Damn it! I'm missing a lot of the little things here. Shit! Fell on the ass again. Always with the ass. Them asses are lethal, man. Best surprise fight in the game? I can get that. I can definitely get that. I did not see it coming. And it's one that you've fought so many times at that point in time, you're like expecting just that normal Mantis Lord's battle, right? Like, thank you, chat, for not spoiling that. I appreciate it. I'm sure it was painful for some of you. The anticipation. Oh, ho, ho. Okay, so that doesn't center on the arena anymore. Nope, not at all. Slow. Damn. That hit was greedy. Wrong direction. That was the shriek. Why am I not shrieking there? Hell yeah! Well fought, ma'ams. All right, let's go. I didn't expect to get our first clear of the Attune stage today, so that feels really good. All right, let's hit up all the Nail Masters, and we'll probably call a stream there today, chat. But thank you so much for hanging out, by the way. It's been great. Love having everybody here today. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to practice all of these 5 here a lot. Like, there's really no... I mean, aside from further progressing and learning the Pantheon, I mean, an intent to clear run can't happen unless I have high confidence that I'm coming through all of these close to hitless, right? Or consistently in a decent position, at least. You know what I mean? Everybody has been patiently waiting for the discovery. I guess let's practice the fight that we're going to be facing. Oh, I don't know which one it is. Is it the Ascended version that I'm facing? Is that why I'm confused about their health pool? I wasn't trying to make any new content anymore today, basically, chat. I'm just trying to wind stream down. So I didn't want to, like, hug me out. I'm sad about everything that's happened here. I don't like this. Sadness. Oh, the downside of having so many hearts or masks. Never mind. I should not do that. It didn't. Okay, it wasn't a problem because I've been fighting Nightmare King Grim and Pure Vessel, which hit for 2, right? Health pool same on both. Interesting. Slowness. Okay, I missed the pogo and that hurt. Had to check. I had to check. That wasn't smart. Yeah, we are a little out of practice with these guys, aren't we? I meant to DD there. I need to do it sooner. I wanted to hit him, but I chickened out because I thought I was going to step into his model. If I went to swing, which is hilarious because there's actually a moment there where I ended up flicking the stick anyways and taking like a little tiny step at him. Damn. Okay, don't extend that. No. All right, last one for Oromato, and then we move on to Shao. And Sly will probably be the end for today's stream. Needed to DD one sooner again. Not entirely sure what just happened there. I was trying to dash through him as he came at me. That was DD there. No, that was supposed to be a cyclone. I was going to drift into him. Wrong side. Damn it. No, no. No. Good fight, sirs. I do love this fight. It's so much fun. We just need to hit that a couple more times so that it's second nature. This one, probably more so, though. It's been longer since we've practiced this. Shit. Shit. Didn't see it was yellow. Slow jump. I've definitely gotten better at this one, though. Oh, you're not dead? My bad. That feels pretty silly, doesn't it? The music didn't stop, I guess. That makes sense. That could outrun it. I was worried he was going to embarrass me. Having bowed to him in the middle of the fight, I then lose it. That would have been quite shameful. Let's do a show once more. I honestly, Scotty, I kind of feel like it might be the same way. I think I might have a tough time like actually ranking. In general, though, that is how I am. Like, I don't have a favorite song. I have favorite songs. You want me to give you a top 10? I might be able to do that, but pick out the best, and I'd have it tough. Okay, this song, at least I have an answer I'd give somebody if they'd asked. But really, it's not so slow on that now. I'm also getting a little tired. I was going to DD there, actually. It was my panic button. Wasn't even fast enough to get hit in the frame, though. Let's go for the mask instead of soul. Shit. Not the cleanest. But we'll take it, because we're going to move on to Sly. What's great is like all of the ones that were really tough for me are in my top 5 probably. Right? Like it's almost like a criteria. There had to be a little bit of a struggle there. Oops. I'm trying to learn some new tricks with him. I haven't been a while actually since I fought him. I feel he's slower. He feels slower than he used to. I know I'm hunting a lot of these, but actually that's a slow dash. There's some good learning coming here. Shit, slow. Aww. Damn it. Got him. Well fought, sir. All right, one more. Last fight of the night. Not night. It's daytime for me, chat. But last fight, and we'll wrap it up for the stream. Thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out. It's been a lot of fun. A lot of this is definitely going to probably make shorts contents. Even though these fights are repetitive, I can feel there's some new techniques being displayed here that'll be fun to show off in some of the shorts. So be on the lookout. Next scheduled stream, it's a good time to remind everybody of that. Next scheduled stream is going to be Wednesday, 9:30 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, same as today's time frame. If you don't know what time zone you're in, or you know what I mean. Damn. I'm probably playing Elden Ring on Wednesday. We'll see. There's a lot of progress to be made for Pantheon, but that's probably going to be true for a bit. We've been given Hollow Knight a pretty big reign for the last month or two, so it might be Elden Ring's time to shine for a little bit. Which, if you've not seen any of the Elden Ring gameplay, it's a lot of fun. There's some similarities with the Hollow Knight style of game, right? The mentality, I feel like, is expressed in combat. Damn it. I'm not focusing on what I'm doing anymore. Sorry, chat. there's always a chance for a stream on Tuesday. Tuesdays have turned into I've needed more and more time for the editing as the shorts have taken greater priority for the channel's content. So Tuesdays have become a slush fund for short editing, but we'll see if that is true this week or not. But Wednesday I will be here, same time, same place. And then after that, if you missed that one, Friday is the next scheduled stream. So do be on the lookout. Sorry that we'll miss you, Smet. Yeah, Scotty. Sorry I didn't miss that sooner if you said it. Or I'm sure you said it a while ago. I think the surprise sister battle is going to be a great short content, which is why it's really big for, and why, I mean, I feel bad taking up stream time talking about the goals or trying to narrow down some of like the spoiler action in chat, stuff that wouldn't normally bother me, but the problem ends up being like, if I can't fake it. I can't say I'm not good enough actor. I don't know if I'm a good enough actor because I've never really tried. I'm not interested in like acting and faking it. It's like if I knew it was coming, there just wouldn't have been that content, right? Like if I knew the battle was coming, if somebody had told me, hey, there's a super sick battle coming that you've never seen before, and it's going to look like this, and it's going to happen here, that content just wouldn't have existed, right? So that's the reason why I try to curtail a little bit, so that we can make sure we preserve those moments for the shorts. As someone who's never played or watched any Elden Ring content, what's it like? I mean, if you've played Dark Souls, it's a lot like that. Basically, it's a fantasy world, very large, very, very large. Probably one of the biggest I've ever seen. Open world exploration. There's a lot of actually variety to the combat, but I am personally using a katana currently and a shield. So it's kind of a little bit akin to some Ghost of Tsushima gameplay, a little bit in the way I'm using my sword, but other than that, in no way, shape, or form. It's like an open world RPG, but it's very built up on like the whole discovery feeling, like Hollow Knight, right? Hollow Knight doesn't give you a lot of like handholds. It doesn't give you a lot of like written text lore or direction. Like there's no tutorial. You're left to figure it all out for yourself. You're not even told where your puzzles are when you face them, right? Like you have to figure out sometimes that it is a puzzle, like where you get the shriek, right? Like it's not clear that that's a puzzle you're supposed to even solve in the first place, much less what the solution is. It's about that discovery. Elden Ring embodies that too a lot. To its own, like it does elicit actually as pain points in some places where you can be frustrated because you don't understand a thing that they didn't give you more information about. But it's also fully embodying that feeling of like discovery, of like, what is this? How can I maybe use that? Or, you know, what is over there? It's an amazing exploration feeling. So anyways, that's it for me today, guys. He's saying thanks for dropping in, Scotty, Schmidt. There have been a lot of you guys. The rest of you are not on my screen currently, so I can't. I mean, Kuro was here. I know that. Hold on, let's scroll up. I want to thank more people. Pride was here today. Thank you, Pride, for dropping in. Rudy's first time chat. That's right. Welcome, Rudy. If you're still here, glad you dropped in. Thanks for coming by, and hopefully we see you again soon. Anyhow, I won't go to the very top of the chat here, but thank you to everyone. Have a good one, and we'll see you Wednesday, if not tomorrow. Later.